Have you ever dreamed of being that cool, calm, collected, and confident man that naturally gets love from women and inspires men? Well, in this video, I'm going to teach you how to become genuinely and dangerously confident as a man by implementing these 5 actionable tips that you can start implementing right now into your life that's going to absolutely change your confidence and make it skyrocket. What I'm going to share with you took me years and years of experience to master, and I wish I would have learned these things sooner. So you're really going to want to pay attention and take notes and watch to the very end. By becoming confident, you're not only going to attract women, but you're also going to be playing life on easy mode. When you're confident, you radiate energy that just attracts even more success into your life, which is why it's so important to build genuine confidence as a man. So without wasting you guys' time, let's get straight into the video. So I'm first going to start with a story about myself. So when I was younger, I used to be shy, insecure, had low self-esteem, and just wasn't really doing anything with my life. I didn't have any major goals or aspirations to look up to. And I constantly sought validation and acceptance from other people. But then something changed. I woke up one day and said that I was going to do things differently. I got fed up with the life that I was living. And that's when I started my own self-improvement journey. And on this journey, there were a lot of struggles and hiccups that came on the way, but ultimately I stayed dialed in, I stayed consistent, I stayed disciplined, and I overcame them and became the best version of myself. I meticulously worked on every facet and every part of my life, and I slowly started accomplishing all the goals that I had set for myself. And then the rest is history. I became genuinely and dangerously confident as a man, and that's what I'm going to teach you guys in this video. It completely turned my life around. Okay, so let's get into tip number 1. So tip number 1 is honestly one that I wish I would have started implementing so much sooner, because when I was younger, I used to always seek approval from others and validation from others. I would do everything I could to try to fit in. So this first step is to stop seeking validation from others. Instead, focus on internal validation within yourself. This is how you will build true confidence in yourself. If you put value on what other people think of you, you're never going to be able to build true confidence in yourself because it's impossible to please everyone. There's always going to be people that disagree with what you're doing, and there's going to be people that are going to hate on you and disagree with everything you say. And this becomes more and more important the more successful you become, because as you work your way up and achieve things that other people strive to be, you're going to get more and more haters. So always remember to seek validation from within, not from others. Well, now you must be wondering to yourself, well, Sal, how do I build internal validation? Well, that's what I'm going to discuss in the next tip. So tip number 2, to build internal validation, start setting goals for yourself and start accomplishing them. Start with small goals and work your way up to bigger goals. When you accomplish these goals, your own self-worth and value will naturally increase because you're reaching objective, measurable outcomes. So an example of this for me was my own weight loss journey. As you guys have watched in my videos, you know that I used to be extremely overweight, and I completely transformed my physique, got in shape, got 6-pack abs. And when I did this, I didn't do it for others. I did it for myself because I always had the dream of getting those 6-pack abs and looking like a Marvel superhero. So when I saw those results, when I saw that I had 6-pack abs, I built confidence in myself, and I didn't care what other people thought of me because I did it for myself. And I understand that that goal might be a little too extreme for some people, so start with smaller goals. Start with maybe saying that, oh, well, I'm going to lose 5 pounds in 2 months. Something more attainable. And once you achieve that, you'll start noticing that your internal confidence will slowly increase. Always remember, stop seeking validation from other people, because when you do that, you'll be disappointed. I have even more game changers and valuable tips to give you guys on how to build true confidence. Before we get into that, if you've been enjoying my content and have found this valuable, then please like, please comment, please subscribe. It really does mean a lot to me. And currently I'm trying to build a brotherhood and community of men that are working on becoming the best version of themselves. and my goal is to reach 5,000 subscribers. So if you guys can help me with that, and if that message resonates with you, that will mean a lot to me. And my promise to you is I will continue to make my content better and better for you guys and provide you guys with the most amount of value. And don't forget to comment, tell me about your pain points and struggles, and maybe I can give you some insights. I'm really good about responding back to comments, so don't be afraid to comment. All right, so I don't want to waste too much of your guys' time. Let's get back into the video. Okay, so tip number 3. So tip number 3 to build confidence in yourself is to sit down every single day and reflect and meditate on the qualities, traits, and accomplishments you have achieved that separate you from everyone else. The things that make you feel better about yourself and that make you smile. Guys, writing is so powerful and it can make lasting changes in your brain. And every time you do this, you'll be reminded of how special you are and the things that you excel at. That will help boost your internal confidence. So just give this a shot and tell me in the comments if you notice a difference. You'll be surprised how this simple action can make a huge difference in building confidence. Tip number 4 is to focus on tasks or habits that make you feel better about yourself. This can be simple things like making sure that you groom yourself every day, or you get a fresh haircut every couple weeks, or you have a good skincare routine, which is all things that I recommend to you guys. But what I mean is doing these things for yourself. So if those things make you feel better about yourself internally, then focus on them and continue to do them and be consistent with them. That's going to boost your confidence, but chances are that doing those things are also going to help boost your appeal to other people and your image to others as well. For me personally, that's all the things that I just mentioned, but also going to the gym. Me going to the gym is like therapy. And every time I go to the gym, my confidence level goes up even higher, especially when I hit PRs, when I hit personal records and lift heavier and heavier weights. So figure out what these things are that help make you feel better about yourself and make sure you stay consistent with them, and you'll notice a big change. So tip number 5 is to look yourself in the mirror every single day and give yourself positive affirmations or self-talk. I know this might sound very stupid to some people, but it really does make a big difference. Telling yourself positive affirmations in the mirror over time changes how you perceive yourself, and it helps boost your self-image. When you look in the mirror, instead of hyper-focusing on your flaws, accept the flaws that you can't change and work on the things that you can. When you do this, you'll find true peace and true confidence in yourself, and others will be able to pick up on that energy. Because we as humans, we all have flaws and we often hyperfixate on them, and really all we can do as men is work on the things that we can improve and accept the things that we can't. This is just a part of life. And the sooner you accept that and the sooner you work on the things that you can improve, the faster you'll become more and more confident in yourself. So if you start incorporating these things into your life, you're going to notice a big change in your confidence levels. And if you found this video helpful, then check out some of my other videos on my channel that are going to help you to become the best version of yourself and the most ultimate and confident version of yourself. All right, brother. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks again for watching, brother. And don't forget to like, comment, smash that hype button, and don't forget to subscribe. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. This is Solstice, signing out.